How you going, fellas? Another quick video, very bare basic tonight because I've got shit going on everywhere and I've got to pack for Brisbane. It's unbelievable. Going to cover off on a couple of things tonight. First up, highlights from Caroline's video. I'll cover them off. I'll go through mobile phone coverage, quick update on the polos, and an important one about heat stress and whatnot. I copied the Pam from work about heat stress, so I'm going to bore you to fucking death with this, but it's important because it is hot as balls there. Yes, some of you have lived in hot climates and whatnot. It's a good thing to remember. Anyway, going back to first thing, Caroline's video. Right. Cool. I'm just going to cover off on the key points, none of the shenanigans that go on the videos. That's why I pre-record all my videos, so I don't have to put up with everyone's bullshit. I don't have the patience like Caroline. Right, hotel. There are 37 rooms at the hotel. All of them have a mini fridge in them, like a bar fridge. So that should be good if anyone want to put their own drinks in there and everything. Just recapping, it's $89 a night US for the room. So if you're staying for a room for a week, including taxes, is $654.23 or something like that. If you're sharing a room, I'll let you do the math and divide it by how many people in the room. Apparently people are still looking to share rooms and whatnot. If you've got a room to yourself like I do, it's up to you whether you want to change your mind and share your room. Personally, I want a room to myself so I can get away from all you smelly bastards. Just kidding. Alrighty. Money for the banquet and the pool party. If you haven't paid for it, get that in. Make Caroline's life a lot easier. It should be a good night. Apparently the event coordinator has been working her ass off, so it should be pretty good. The pool will be open when we get there. Apparently there's some construction going on at the moment and it's closed during the week. Don't worry, it will be open. So yeah, get that money in. Apparently we're all meant to bring a gift for the event coordinator. I think they're going to get a kick out of Aussie stuff because that neck of the woods they wouldn't really see it that much. If someone wants to code all of that, that's great. If not, let me know and I'll suggest we'll work out who brings what and we'll put it all together there. I will not be arranging everything for the Aussies, but I will help coordinate, hey, you get this, you get that, and we'll bundle it when we get there. I'm bringing a heap of shit over at the moment and I don't want to bring any more. Alrighty, water jugs, apparently that's all been taken care of if you're in on that. She will have to charge you if there's a broken jug. I believe it's $7 a bottle. Here's a suggestion, don't be a dick and break your water jug if you've ordered one. Joe's smoked dinner, you need to pay by the 2nd of June. Joe's a good dude. If he cooks half as well as I think he does, it should be a bloody good night. One night there's a bring a drink, give a drink shindig. So I'm guessing a lot of people are going to be bringing Bundy. Try and mix it up a little bit, see what other Aussie drinks are out there. Yep, there's Bundy, there's oh Christ, what's that other one? There's heaps of different ones. Even if it's a goon bag, bring a goon bag. Mix it up. You're gonna have a good time. Just whatever. Just don't be a dick. Medication. This is a pretty good point that Caroline brought up. If you have medication, bring it. Make sure you bring enough for the week and then some, just in case something goes missing. Have a spare prescription ready, just in case something goes wrong and it either gets lost, damaged, stolen, or whatnot. Sword Beach, apparently they've done a bit of work on Sword Beach. They've chopped down all the trees but left the tops. I'm not quite sure what that means, but there's going to be a bit of work needing to do on Sword Beach, so bring your muscles. Alright, apparently the VFW, which is like our RSL, will be doing breakfast pretty close to the camp. Breakfast burritos, that sort of thing. Apparently it's pretty cheap. No offense to American friends, but it could just be a real fatty American breakfast. So it's up to you. Suss it out. Say g'day to the guys. If it's done by the VFW vets, they'll be a laugh and they'll want to talk to us. Especially if they've been, if they're young vets, they've probably worked with our fellow countrymen and will want to talk to Aussies. If they're the old boys, talk to them. They'll have a good story to tell. Again, yep. Apologies if I've offended anyone with the American breakfast comment. Every time I go there, I put on mass weight because food's too damn good, but it's too bad for my tummy. Alrighty, I'm waffling on. Glow in the dark paint. That's going to be available for the night game. I didn't catch the cost, but it should be pretty good. Brief rundown on the events. Pool party is on the Wednesday. Night game is on the Thursday. Friday night is going to be a rest night. I highly recommend everyone take it as a rest night. They hydrate, they eat right, and they just have a good stretch, and they get themselves ready for the game. Make sure you eat the night before, you eat a healthy dinner, and you have a healthy breakfast. I don't want anyone having going down on the field and doing a bit of a salmon dance on the field. Pete, I'm looking at you. Gave everyone a shock. I don't want anyone to be like that. Shit, I've come close a few times. Eat and hydrate correctly on the Friday night. Have an early night. Saturday night is the banquet. That's when everyone's going to let their hair down, and that should be a good night. Right, that's all of Caroline's points. Right, few of you have been asking about mobile phones, where to get a SIM card, how much and whatnot. Ange put up a good post about a data package and everything. You can find it, have a look at it. From my experience alone, I got an AT&T SIM card over there last time I was there. I had full coverage at the field, and it was a prepaid. I think it cost me about $100, and it was unlimited data and phone calls, and it lasted about a month. But that was about 3 years ago. So things might have changed, but AT&T, from my understanding, good coverage at the field. You can pick them up from a Walmart or an AT&T store. I bought mine from a Walmart, but I had issues with not being able to make or receive phone calls. I had data, and I then went into an AT&T store, and they were told that they didn't set it up correctly, so the easiest way to do it, I had to buy another one. But they took care of me and gave me a bit of a discount. The OzCef polos. All right. There was a bit of a boo-boo, or two boo-boos. One, I forgot to order Tim Miller's and Norm Miller's polos of 2XL. So I had to borrow two from Pete's order. The good thing is, 10 minutes after I made the initial order, Howard contacted me and Pete said 2XL for me. I actually needed a large. So I was able to rectify that snafu with doing a second order for Tim and Norm's shirts. All that sorted. Good news is the second order came in today, and I'll be getting them out tomorrow. The logo on it, with the CEF on it, it's got like a plastic on it wash it and it dissolves and it goes. So I was a bit unsure about that when I first got it, but wash your shirt and it will go. I stuck mine in the dryer to shrink it up a little bit. It looks good. So that's it. No more. I'm not doing any more. That ship has sailed. I've got the design saved on Vistaprint. If anyone wants some OzCef ones when we get back, that's fine. I'll gladly do it, but I just don't want to be cutting cutting it fine from here on out. Mainly because I've got a lot on the next 2 and a bit weeks, yeah, I don't want to have to be running around like a headless chook. Alrighty. Heat stress. This I'm going to bore you to death with this, but from seeing guys that have gone down with it at work, on the paintball field, hiking and whatnot, it's an important thing to know. All right, heat illness and injury. Heat illness is a spectrum of disorders that arise from the body's reaction to heat. It includes minor conditions such as heat cramps, heat syncope. I'm not even pronounce that. Heat exhaustion, as well as more severe conditions such as heat stroke. Heat injury. Injury resulting from direct heat energy damaging the internal organs of the body. It results in increased core body temp to exposure of both environmental and internal generated heat. The organs most common affected are the brain, muscle, liver, and the kidneys. Core body temperature is nearly always above 40. Alright, I did cut this down as best I could, but there were some good points in it, and it's a good refresh. Alright, onset of heat injury symptoms can be sudden and quickly lead to serious tissue damage, or in extreme cases death. Prevention through early identification of heat injury symptoms and the immediate treatment of minor heat casualties will reduce the seriousness. Alrighty. Alright, okay. Heat stress occurs when hot weather puts strain on the body. Sweating normal, pulse normal, body temperature normal. Heat cramps, painful spasms of the abdomen, arm or leg muscles following exertion caused by loss of salt and sweat. Eat regular meals containing salt, usually cold and moist, your skin. Your pulse can be normal and your body temperature can be in the normal range. Heat exhaustion, fatigue or collapse caused by overload of heat during blah blah blah. Alright, I didn't proofread this, I'm sorry guys, but I'm just kind of doing this on the fly. Individual responsibilities, right? Okay, know your shit. Alright, take reasonable precautions to safeguard their own health and safety. Blah blah blah. So know how much you've eaten, how much you've hydrated. Know your limits. Alright. Alright, contributing risk factors to heat, illness and injury. Alright, dehydration. Everyone's saying it, hydrate. Alright. Humidity, failure to acclimatise. Alright, that's a good one. Alright, for us, coming from winter, going up there, try to do your best. Jump in a sauna here, go for a run with a hoodie on, don't take it off, get yourself used to a bit of heat and feeling a little bit uncomfortable. If you pick up a flu on the plane over, take it easy. Going for a run with a cold isn't good. At the best of times, putting it in extreme heat, you're going to be in the water. Alright, salt depletion. Alright, be sensible with it. Poor nutrition, so sinking piss every night isn't going to help. Alright, so have fun, just be aware of what you're going to do. Lower physical fitness, right? If you think you're not physically fit, right, it is not too late to see an improvement. I guarantee if you do something daily now, you will see a difference in 2 weeks. So even if it's going for a walk, just you'll feel the difference in 2 weeks. Instead of having 2 chocky bars after dinner, have one. That sort of thing. Alcohol, caffeinated drinks, and supplements. So if you're downing Red Bull and vodka, you're gonna have a good time. Medication. If you're on new medication, know what that is going to do. Is it going to sap fluid out of your body? Is it going to make you bloated or whatnot? Personal motivation. Have fun. Just don't bust your gut to do all this. All right. Controls. Have a good night's sleep. Eat good healthy food. All right. Reduce your clothing. Yeah, we wear protective stuff. I wear a compression top under what I play in, slight breeze, and that helps cool me down. All right. Hydration. Start the day hydrated. So start drinking water the night before. Keep your fluids up. All right. For strenuous activity, 6 litres per day, 500 mils an hour for daylight hours, plus an extra 500 mils for heavy work in the sun. So if you're doing PT in the sun, which is pretty much what we're going to be doing, you want to be doing a litre an hour. All right. It sounds excessive, but you will sweat. All right. You will sweat your balls off. All right. Cool. Acclimatise. Right. Most of us getting there on Friday. If there's a gym in the hotel, get on the spin bike, go for a walk. Go for a walk around the block. That'll be good for getting over a bit of jet lag, but also get you used to the heat. And it also says gradually increase level of physical exertion over a 2-week period. So Monday, if you're playing, take it easy. Tuesday, go a little bit harder. Wednesday, test yourself out. Friday, go easy in the game, because Saturday's where it's at. Now, a lot of the new guys go, yeah, I've played big games here in Australia. All right, no, you've played a rec ball game compared to a big game in America. Until you go to a game where they are bussing people in 20-foot school buses and 2.5-ton trucks, like multiple waves of them, then you're at a big game. Alright, I'm rambling here, so I'm going to try and crack on. Alright, first aid. Alright, cool. Alright, if somebody goes down and you believe it's to be heat related, move layers of clothing, expose the skin, pour water on the skin, fan vigorously, place casualty in the shade. If casualty is conscious and cooperative, give them cool water to sip on. Evacuate to a medical facility. Caroline, I'm looking at you. And in an open vehicle if possible. Now the catch with this is, if somebody goes down, heat stress, and we're wearing masks, what do you do? Alright, so a lot of times guys will form a wall around them. Everyone will start yelling out, stop firing, stop firing, stop firing. If somebody seems like they know what they're doing, let them take charge. In an emergency situation, you just need one clear mind. You don't need everyone trying to big note themselves. Yeah, that's covered off. Alright, cool. Acclimatise. Best we can in the few days we've got. Hydrate fully. Keep your fluid intake up throughout the day. And don't forget to eat. With sports drinks, don't down them. Don't down a lot of them. You really need to be exerting yourself for them to be beneficial. They are packed full of sugar. What I will be doing is I've got rehydration tablets. It's almost like a sports drink tablet. I always put half of them in my Camelback to a 3 litre thing, so it's weak, but I'm just constantly just topping myself up. I'm not overwhelming the system with sugar. I say that because I did an obstacle race a couple of years ago, and I've seen someone. It was a Lucozade energy sports drink, so it was like a Gatorade, and I've seen someone down the whole 500 ml, and he's just gone wide of the sheet. He threw it all up again, and then some more, and he was worse off. I actually 2 hours later I saw that dude getting medivagged off the obstacle course race. And another bloke even had a heart attack due to dehydration and everything. So know your limits. I know I was going to go into a bit more detail about heat stress and injury. Highly recommend, guys, do your own research. I'm not going to sit here and preach to you. Be smart, know the signs. Jump on Google and have a quick look. If in doubt, ask Caroline. She is a great medic. She will help us out. And yes, she will laugh at you. We will laugh at you, but she will help you. Anything like that. Alright, I'm starting to talk shit now because I'm tired. I've been up since 4. I've done 2 workouts today and I'm pretty much buggered. Hang on. It's going to be a really good time. I'm just quickly checking what Ben has messaged me. Cool. No, that's not related, so I won't bore everyone with that. Alright, I'll just quickly recap everything. Bulk rooms at the hotel. If you haven't paid for shit you want to be involved in, pay for it. There's VFW, RSL, Brekkie at the field. I also believe, I haven't covered off on this, but I'm saying it now. Also believe that there's going to be a few other meal plans throughout the day. Pool party Wednesday, night game Thursday, rest day Friday, or rest night Friday night, banquet Saturday. Bring gifts for the event coordinator. As I said, if somebody wants to co-ord that was what we're each going to bring, let me know. If nobody wants to do it, I'll do it. I'll co-ord, but I won't bring everything. That's about it, gents. I will see you in 2 weeks. Yeah. Any more questions, queries, doubtful points, sounding like an AJ, hit me up and I'll hopefully do another video. This is run for way too much longer than what I wanted it to, so I'm just going to cut it right here.